सो आज हम पढ़ने वाले हैं इर्रेशनल नंबर्स के बारे में। इर्रेशनल नंबर्स क्या होते हैं? द नंबर्स विच आर नॉट रैशनल नंबर्स आर कॉल्ड इर्रेशनल नंबर्स। अभी थोड़ा हम इसे और एलैबोरेटली देखेंगे कैसे होता है, क्या होता है इर्रेशनल नंबर्स। इर्रेशनल नंबर्स को हम एज अ डेसिमल की तरह लिख सकते हैं, लेकिन उसे हम फ्रैक्शन की तरह नहीं लिख सकते। So that means they cannot be written as the ratio of two integers. So irrational numbers have endless non-repeating digits after the decimal point. So let's take an example for this. I'm taking root 8. So the decimal number will be 2.828. So यहाँ पे कोई भी repeating digits नहीं है after decimal point. Irrational numbers में और क्या क्या आ सकते हैं? √10, √2, √3, डेसिमल में 1.24348 एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा। तो ये हमारा हो जाएगा इर्रेशनल नंबर्स। अगर हम बात करेंगे रैशनल नंबर्स के, तो उसके भी मैं कुछ एग्जांपल्स आपको बता देती हूँ। सो अभी हम बात करेंगे रैशनल नंबर्स में। रैशनल नंबर्स में जैसे कि हम लिख सकते हैं 2/3 -3.4 3/4 9.454545, जैसे कि हमारे डेसिमल के बाद ये डिजिट्स जो है वो रिपीट हो रहे हैं। देन 7/8 एंड सो ऑन। सो अभी हम देखेंगे प्रॉपर्टीज़ ऑफ रैशनल एंड इरैशनल नंबर्स। कुछ एग्जांपल्स के साथ हम देखेंगे। पहले हम एडिशन का देखेंगे। द सम ऑफ टू रैशनल नंबर्स इज ऑल्सो रैशनल। 1/2 एंड 1/3 है ये हमारे नंबर्स। सो 1/2 एड 1/3, एलसीएम ले लेंगे, दैट इज 6 डिवाइडेड बाई 2 3 मल्टीप्लाइड 1 3 6 divided by 3 2 2 ones are 2. So we'll get 3 plus 2, that is 5/6. Question number 2, the product of two rational numbers is rational. So 1/2 product means multiply. 1/3 is equal to 1 ones are 1, 2 threes are 6. So ये भी हमारा क्या है, rational numbers. So the sum of two irrational numbers is not always irrational. Example में ले लेते हैं √2. Sum means addition, √2. So 2 √2, this is irrational. 2 plus 2 √5 plus -2 √5. सो हमारा आंसर आ जाएगा 2। ये है हमारा रैशनल नंबर। 2 कैसे आया, समझ आया? क्योंकि +2 √5 कट गया, माइनस प्लस माइनस माइनस जो कि 2 √5 ये भी कट गया। सो हमारे पास आंसर बचा ओनली 2। देन नेक्स्ट, the product of two irrational numbers is not always irrational. So √2 multiplied by √3, that is √6 आ जाएगा, जो कि ये हमारा हो जाएगा irrational. √2 multiplied √2 is equal to √4. रूट हट जाएगा तो 2, दैट इज रैशनल। सो अभी कुछ हम एग्जांपल्स देख लेते हैं। क्लासीफाई द फॉलोइंग एज रैशनल इरैशनल। सो √12 इज इरैशनल नंबर। √16, जो कि अगर हम 4 4 क्या हो जाता है, 16 होता है, प्लस और माइनस जो कि हो जाएगा +-4, जो कि ये बन जाएगा आपका रैशनल नंबर। रैशनल नंबर। √5 जो कि है इरैशनल नंबर। 0.9444 जो कि हो जाएगा रैशनल नंबर। देन 222/7, ये भी हो जाएगा रैशनल नंबर। देन 1.23 123 1234 जो कि हो जाएगा आपका irrational numbers. Next is the square root of 144 a rational number? क्या ये एक रैशनल नंबर है? लेट्स सी। स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 144 जो कि 12 मल्टीप्लाई 12 होता है 144 प्लस और माइनस, सो प्लस और माइनस 12, तो ये भी हमारा क्या हो जाएगा? रैशनल नंबर। सो यस, इट इज़ अ रैशनल नंबर। 12 इज़ अ रैशनल number. Now let's solve this exercise 1.2. Prove that root 5 is an irrational number. So let's consider that root 5 is a rational number. So then root 5 is equal to p upon q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, and p and q have no common factors. So let's take 5 is equal to p square q square. रूट हट गई है, स्क्वायर लग गए हैं. So now p square is equal to 5q square. This will be the equation 1. So let's take p as 5k and k will be the integer. K is the integer here. So p square is equal to 25k square. दोनों तरफ हम स्क्वायर लगा लेंगे. p स्क्वायर हमारा क्या था? p स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 5q स्क्वायर. सो 5q स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 25k स्क्वायर. देन q स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 25k स्क्वायर. 5 यहाँ आ जाएगा डिवाइडेड बाय 5, जो कि 5 5s are 25. सो q square is equal to 5k square. As 5 divides 5k square, so 5 also divides q square, but 5 is prime. 5 is prime. So 5 divides q. 5 divides q. Thus p and q have a common factor 5. p and q का एक common factor है, that is 5. So p and q has no common factor except 1. Okay, so we can say that root 5 is not a rational number. वो एक rational number नहीं है. root 5 is an irrational number. Hence proved. Question number 2. Prove that root 7 is an irrational number. So let's consider root 7 be a rational number. Then root 7 is equal to p upon q. p and q क्या हो गया हमारे? integer q that is not equal to 0. So p and q have no common factor except 1. So 7 is equal to p square q square. So p square is equal to 7q square. Equation 1. So as हमें पता है कि 7 डिवाइड करता है, 7 divides 7q square. So 7 divides p square as well. Okay, that's why 7 is prime. So 7 divides p. Now let p P is equal to 7k, where k is an integer. K is an integer. So P square is equal to 49 k square, then 7q square is equal to 49 k square. Q square is equal to 7 7s are 49, so 7 यहाँ कट गया ना, 7 7s are 49, so 7k square. So 7 divides 7k square, so 7 also divides q square, so 7 is prime, and so 7 divides q. P and Q have a common factor. P and Q have a common factor, that is 7. So we can say that root 7 is not a rational number. Root 7 is an irrational number. Next question number 3, prove that root 6 is an irrational number. So root 6 is equal to P upon Q. P and Q integer है, Q that is not equal to zeros. So 6 is equal to PQ, P square and Q square. So P square is equal to 6Q square. So as 2 divides 6Q square, so 2 also divides P square, so 2 is a prime. So 2 divides P. Now let P is equal to 2k, where k is an integer. So P square 4k square 6q square is equal to 4k square. This is 3 2, so 3q square is equal to 2k square, as 2 divides 2k square, so 2 divides 3q square. 2 should either divide 3 or divide q square, okay, but 2 does not divide 3, 2 divide q square, and 2 is prime, so 2 divides q, and P and Q have a common factor, that is 2. So we can say that root 6 is not a rational number. Root 6 is an irrational number. Question number 4, prove that 1 upon root 11 is an irrational number. So let's consider that 1 upon root 11 be a rational number. So 1 upon root 11 is equal to P upon Q. So 1 upon 11 is equal to P square Q square, where Q square is equal to 11P square. So 11 divides 11P square, and 11 divides Q square as well. So 11 is prime. 11 is prime. So 11 divides q. So let q is equal to 11k, where k is an integer. So q square is equal to 121k square. 11p square is equal to 121k square. 11p square. Then p square is equal to 11k square. Okay. 121 divided by 11, 11k square. So 11 divides 11k square and 11 divides p square. 11 divides 11k square. 11 divides p square. So 11 is prime. And p and q have a common factor, that is 11. So we can say that 1 upon root 11 is not a rational number. 1 upon 11 is not a rational number. 1 upon root 11 is an irrational number. Question number 5. Prove that root 2 is an irrational number, hence show that 3 minus root 2 is an irrational. So let's consider root 2 be a rational number. So root 2 is equal to p by q, and 2 is equal to p square by q square. Now p square is equal to 2q square. So 2 divides 2q square. 2 divides p square. So 2 is prime. Now let p is equal to 2k. K is the integer. Then p square is equal to 4k square. 2q square is equal to 4k square. 2q square. 4k square. Then q square is equal to 2k square. 2 2s are 4. Okay. 2k square. So 2 divides 2k square. 2 divides q square. 2 is prime. So p and q have a common factor, that is 2. So we can see that root 2 is not a rational number, because root 2 is an irrational number. So let us assume that 3 minus root 2 is a rational number. That is r. Okay. So 3 root 2 is equal to r. 3r is equal to root 2. We know that r is rational. 3 minus r is rational. So root 2 is also rational. So 3 minus root 2 is an irrational. Question number 6. Prove that root 3 is an irrational number. Here show that 2 upon 5 multiplied by root 3 is an irrational number. So let us consider that root 3 being a rational number. So root 3 is equal to p upon q. That is 3 is equal to p square upon q square. So p square is equal to 3q square. So 3 divides 3q square. 3 divides p square, so 3 is prime. So 3 divides p, so let p is equal to 3k, where k will be the integer, so p square is equal to 9k square. 3q square is equal to 9k square, so q square is equal to 3 3 is 9, so 3k square. So 3 divides 3k square, 3 divides q square, 3 is prime. So 3 divides q, so the common factor for p and q is 3. So we can say that root 3 is not a rational number. Root 3 is an irrational number. So let us assume that 2 upon 5 root 3 be a rational number r. So 2 by 5 root 3 is equal to r. So 5r upon 2 is equal to root 3. So r is rational, so 5r upon 2 is also rational. So root r is also rational number. So 2 upon 5 root 3 is irrational number, because it contradicts the statement that root 3 is irrational. Question number 7, prove that root 5 is an irrational number, hence show that minus 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. So let's consider that root 5 as a rational number. Okay, rational number. So root 5 is equal to p upon q. 5 is equal to p square, q square. P square is equal to 5q square. Now 5 divides 5q square. So 5 also divides p square. So 5 is prime. 5 is prime. So 5 divides p. So let p is equal to 5k, where k is an integer. So p square is equal to 25 k square. 5q square is equal to 25k square. So q square is equal to 5k square. 25. So 5 5s are 25. So 5k square. So 5 divides 5k square. 5 divides q square, but 5 is prime. So 5 divides q. So the common factor for p and q is 5. So root 5 is not a rational number. It's an root 5 is irrational number. So let's assume minus 3 plus 2 root 5 a rational number. So minus 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to r, that is rational number. Minus 3r is equal to 2 root 5. So minus 3r upon 2 is equal to root 5. So r is rational, so minus 3r upon 2 is also rational, and root 5 is also rational. So this contradicts the statement that root 5 is irrational. So minus 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational number. Question number 8, prove that the following numbers are irrational. So number 1, 5 plus root 2. Question number 8, prove that the following numbers are irrational numbers. So number 1, 5 plus root 2. So now assume that 5 plus root 2 be a rational number, that is r. So r minus 5 is equal to root 2. As r is a rational, so r minus 5 is also rational, root 2 is also a rational. So, and this contradicts the statement that root 2 is irrational. So 5 plus root 2 is irrational number. Irrational number. Number 2, 3 minus 5 root 3. So assume that rational number, this is the rational number. So 3 minus r is equal to 5 root 3. So 3 minus r upon 5 is equal to root 3. So r is rational. 3 minus r upon 5 is also rational. Root 3 is also rational. And this contradicts the statement that root 3 is irrational. So 3 minus 5 root 3 is irrational number. 3, that is 2 root 3 minus 7. So let's say that this is rational number. So 2 root 3 is equal to r plus 7. So root 3 is equal to r plus 7 upon 2. R is rational number. R plus 7 is also rational, upon 2 is also rational. Root 3 is also rational. So it contradicts the statement that root 3 is irrational. So 2 upon 3 minus 7 is irrational number. Now fourth one, root 2 plus root 5. So root 2 plus root 5 as an rational number. So root 5 is equal to r minus root 2. So root 5's whole square is equal to r minus root 2 whole square. So 5 is equal to r square plus root whole square minus 2r root 2. So 5 is equal to r square plus 2 minus 2 root 2r. So 5 minus 2 is equal to r square minus 2 root 2r. So r square minus 3 is equal to 2 root 2r. So r square minus 3 upon 2r is equal to root 2. So r is a rational number. So r square minus 3 upon 2r will so root 2 is also a rational number. So it contradicts the statement that root 2 is a irrational number. So root 2 plus root 5 is an irrational number. Irrational number. So that's all for this exercise. Subscribe for more such solution videos.